guys, it's Alicia. Welcome back to my vlog. Today we are going to talk about toddler activities. This is something I have become very passionate about. I don't fully know. I know why. I grew up with a mom who did the arts and crafts, who made holidays special, she was my Girl Scout leader for 7 years, you know, things like that. And so I think that's where I get it from. And yeah, so like since Addie has become this more like interactive age, it has sparked in me just this fire to like give her little activities, and especially with a second baby on the way, Eli's due in May, I want to build up somewhat of a routine with giving her something called a busy bin or a busy box. I'll talk about that a little bit later, or even just doing sensory activities with her, giving her some sort of activity to do when I need to feed Eli, or when, you know, because Dylan's going to take over a lot of Addie stuff in the very beginning when Eli first gets here. And so I want to make sure I set him up for success for those moments where he needs to fix her lunch, or, you know, things like that. We all know that our toddlers just get very bored. And I have just been following a few Instagram accounts. I've been searching Pinterest, and I just have been very inspired. And I shared a couple of things on my Instagram the other day because we had a snowstorm, so we're stuck inside. I was really actually utilizing some of those activities, and a couple of my friends were like, whoa, I didn't even think about that, or wow, that's so fun, like let me try that with my daughter or my son. And that sparked something in my head, and I was like, wait, I started this vlog and this is actually something I would love to share with someone. So I'm just going to share with you guys today some small activities, some that I've already tried, some that I'm going to try, and then just kind of some ideas for what they call like a busy bin. And I've only put 2 together, and I haven't tried them with Addie yet. So, well, maybe I'll do another video where it's just specifically about that. I don't know. We'll see. But I will give some tips and tricks that I've learned so far, and just like, I've only been doing activities with her for about a month now. And, but I've seen really cool results from them and have learned some things too. So let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, so first we're gonna go ahead and talk about ones that I have already tried. One of them would be this guy. Now this is just because this is just at home, like DIY, had to make it quick, because I wanted to see if it would work. I used one of these smaller like lipped Nalgene bottles and popsicle sticks. Yeah. And so what it does is she just has to take, you know, one at a time, and she loves it so much. And then she'll dump them all out. She'll put the lid on. It's really cool that I used a water bottle actually, because they should be working on screwing a bottle lid on around this age, and she's been working on that. So, and then she'll put them all back in, and you know, all this stuff. And one tip is just be prepared for your toddler to lose interest in even a new activity like this that they really like, because it's just in their nature. So try to go into all of these activities with, you know, excitement, but realistic expectations of where your kid's at. So yeah, and trust that was my heater going off if you heard. Trust that this stuff will build like a longer concentration, a more deep concentration for them as they continue to do these things. And so like what I would do with this is I would actually leave the room with this one, you know, while she's doing it, because it's not messy. It's not gonna she's not gonna do much with it. And if she comes in after me, like after she'd stick with this for like 10-15 minutes, and she gets bored of it, I would just come back and like re-spark the interest and just kind of do it with her, sit with her for a little bit, and then leave again. So this will buy you 20 or so minutes. And then on that same note, there's, if you have just one of these Trader Joe's spice jars, or any of them with the like bigger holes like that can fit a Q-tip, she'll just sit there and do this for a while, and they're gonna spread all over your living room. Just be prepared for that. Just like throw that aside, that if that bothers you, which I understand, this will help you get used to it not being worth being bothered over. So yeah, and then she'll try to shake them and try to get them out like this, and then she'll put the lid on. Like it's a multi-layered activity, and it's so freaking easy. I literally didn't spend any money on this. So that's one great one. Another one is Post-it notes. This wall back here, I have put them all up and down the wall. You can put them in a box where, you know, all over this, you know, if you have a big box like I have back there, which I've utilized this box a lot in the last week or so. I've sat her in there to color. I've sat her in there to paint with water. Amazing. And then this would be another great one if you have a big box, just like having, you know, your kid put the Post-it notes all over the box, or having them put it all over the wall, or you setting it up where you have already put the Post-it notes up or all over the box, and then they have to take them off. And she's really liked this. Sorry, I just ate dinner. Don't mind me. She has really liked this. Another thing that we've done is these Water Wow coloring books. They are pretty amazing. You put water right in this pen, and these sheets are blank white, and as you paint over them with water, the picture appears, and then as they dry, they go white again. And there's a bazillion different themed ones out there. They're like $6. You can order them on Amazon. Really awesome. I take this with us to restaurants too. Now on to some activities I'm going to try. These are all things I've gotten at either the 99-cent store or Target, but it was very cheap. Sorry. First one is this rubber band thing. I just made this today, so yeah, the rubber bands are a little tight. I'm a little fearful that she might get snapped, but I think this could keep her attention and work on some concentration for her. And so she'd just have to, you know, take the rubber bands off, and then we'd reload it at the end of the day or something like that. So super easy, super cheap. We all have rubber bands, you know, sitting around. That's the last of like household items that you can use that I've utilized so far. These are things that I've now purchased at the dollar store, and I think they're genius and they're really funny. This one is already just made for you. It's this little felt sheet like scene, and then it has all these little characters and stuff, and so I put it in a Ziploc bag so that I won't lose all the characters. But this one I put out yesterday. She loved it. She was really excited about it. She was also wearing like a fleece pajama set, and she was putting the little characters on herself, and Dylan was like, look, she learned that she could, you know, that she connected, that she could stick them on there too. And I was like, yeah, I know, I think that's kind of cool. So it, you know, her imagination came out. I also got this beach one that we haven't tried yet, but super simple, not super messy. And then I got this, we already had the little animals, but I got this like pizza, I think it's a pizza baking sheet at the dollar store. And this is called Animal Rescue. And she is going to love it. So super easy. Another thing that you can use this tin for is if you have magnetic letters or numbers, which that is why I got the round one, because I figured it was bigger and I could do switch out the activity and utilize this many different ways. So really easy. Sorry if I say really easy a million times. That is kind of the theme of this video. Another thing is Oh no. I think this one opened. Okay, that is gonna be the issue that these present. Okay, let's see. Is this one open? I don't think this one's open. These are scent beads from the dollar store. And I ziplocked them and then taped them. Addie was obsessed with them. They were such a great sensory activity. She was playing with them today, and I think I inserted a clip earlier of her doing that. But she was like stepping on it, which was really awesome. Extended sensory play because she was putting her feet on it, and it was really funny, and she learned that herself. But I think she opened it somehow because one of them is wet. Okay, so use that one to your discretion if you choose to. That is up to you. Things are going to get messy. The only problem with this is that it is like, you know, it's got chemicals and stuff. Eventually I want to get water beads. So that is what this is mimicking and kind of dipping our toes into, is to get water beads and do sensory bins with those. But I saw this on Pinterest and I was like, well, that's a great idea. But my kid was a little rough with them, I think. Anyways, something we have not ventured into yet would be painting. Been quite terrified. But we were at Target and I didn't know that they had these like full-on bibs. But they did, and so we purchased it, and I was like, that's it, like there's no excuse, we're gonna venture into painting. And so then at the dollar store, they had this little paint set and an Easter bunny. They had eggs and a bunch of other shapes too, and so that's gonna be an afternoon activity, and I'm just gonna prepare myself for it's gonna be messy, you know. Another thing I bought at Target is this craft set. There's a million different things you could do with this. You could put pom-poms in just a bin and let them scoop it out. These eyeballs you could stick in a Ziploc bag with hair gel and like let them move them around. Tape it up really good, like I tried to with the other one. They could practice lacing with these guys and buttons, just trying to stick them through. Or they could just play. This could be in a sensory bin too, and they could just like learn to bend them and braid them or whatever. So that's super cool. I think pom-poms are always a really great thing to have on hand, and I didn't have any, so I saw this set and I was like, it's $5, and I thought that's perfect. Next are these sensory bins, and these are like Easter themed ones. I got all the stuff at the dollar store minus this bottom one. These are colored noodles, and all I did was I think we all have this, just a bunch of random amounts of noodles left in my pantry, and so I took them and I put them in a Ziploc bag with a little bit of hand sanitizer and then whatever colored paint I wanted, and you just like mix them up, lay them out to dry on parchment paper. There's no baking involved, there's no vinegar involved, which is often how you can dye like beans and noodles for sensory play, and it just has like this bad smell. So this one was really easy, and none of the paint like chipped off on Addie when she played with them. She only played with them briefly, but I even like rubbed some on my hands and nothing came off. So it's really not dangerous. Just wash your hands after if you're feeling nervous about it, depending on what paint you use. But my daughter tried to eat the noodles. So you will have to sit with your kid for these types of activities, especially if you have like choking hazard size things. As long as you're watching them and you know your kid the best, they're fine, but you just aren't going to be able to leave. That's not going to be something you leave them with. But let's see if I can show you guys. So these ones I made today, I just have all the Dollar Tree, including the bin. These little carrots, can you see? Hello? Whatever, you see it. These little felt stickers, which I will eventually use and let her use them to like stick on something, but for now, they're just a part of this. And then these are like little bunny tails, but they're cotton balls, or they're not cotton balls, but like white pom-poms from the dollar store also. So there's also these tongs that I got from the dollar store. You can get scoops, spoons, whatever, and you just kind of let them be creative, you know, let them, they're gonna put it all over the floor, or you can put a basket next to it and teach them how to, you know, put one item into the other. This is like a more natural bunny themed one. They have these little green bunny guys, wood carrots, styrofoam eggs, and then just like this crinkle craft paper. Super easy. And I'm not kidding, like she's gonna take all this stuff and dump it on the floor. I don't care. I don't care, because it keeps her preoccupied and it's still very easy to clean up. It's not that big of a deal. And the next one is those colored noodles, and then some scoops and tongs. I love the colors, and it smells like hand sanitizer, which I like. But these scoops are from Formula, the formula we used for her. But you can get scoops anywhere, and then those tongs also. And yeah, so those are the 3 sensory bins we're going to be using this month. And then I did kind of dip my toes in a busy bin, which is you just take stuff that they haven't seen in a while, you throw it in a designated bin, set it on the table for them in the morning or in the afternoon, and this is something that you like literally just hand it to them and you go make dinner. Like, you know, everything in here is safe, you know, everything in here will catch their attention. They haven't seen it in a while. That's a big key with this, I believe. That's what I'm banking on, at least. I used a library book and then I went off of that. It's like happiness is a rainbow. I put her rainbow stacker in here, put things that match the color. She's really obsessed with these keys that she found in the junk drawer. She's obsessed with flashlights. There's a flashlight in here. And then I did a garden themed one with garden themed books, colorful popper, some blocks that match, some like veggies. She loves this little whistle. It's a bird whistle. Stuff I already had. Super easy. And then I'm just gonna keep changing it out, you know, and if it is beneficial and she likes it, I'll do it pretty much every day. And then I did want to share with you guys my Easter basket for Addie. Everything I got at either the dollar store or the dollar section at Target. You do not have to spend a ton of money. You don't have to make it look super cute. You can do whatever you want for your kid, or also you can do nothing for your kid. It's Easter. That really isn't the importance of Easter, but my mom did one every year and I loved it. So the most expensive part of this was this Easter basket that I got. I got it at Goodwin's, our local market, today, and it was 10 bucks. It's really not worth 10 bucks, but I supported a local market and it was really cute, and she can go Easter egg hunting with it, you know? Whatever. So I got her a little frozen, you know, those magic washcloths. I thought that'd be fun for bath time. These felt carrots. This was from the dollar section at Target. They were $3 though. Bubbles. Her newfound obsession is bubbles. This daughter, which will be really cool for future activities with her. This will be her first experience with Play-Doh. It's a little Peep Play-Doh kit with like a little cutter and another flashlight, because she really likes flashlights, and this one has like a, I don't know, it's kind of fun. And last but not least is this magic sand, the, you know, moon sand. I'm speeding through because my battery is about to die. But anyways, I hope that this helped you guys. And maybe I'll share some other activities with you soon. Please subscribe and I'll see you next time. Bye.